What y'all are lacking is y'all are lacking. And we are saying what it is.
Now, I'm about to get changed to our cap and gown, go back and get my card, I'm about to be ready to go.
Good morning. It is a nice, and I'm being very sarcastic, it's a nice 35 degrees Fahrenheit out. So, I mean, it's December in the Northeast. So I am going for a walk because I have really good outerwear. And that's the key for me to be able to walk during this time of year, is to make sure that I have really good, like I invest in really good outerwear. Like, don't be cheap about your outerwear. Get coats that are well insulated, like to the best of your ability that you can afford. And actually, around now and right after Christmas is the best time to go looking for coats because they're gonna have really good sales. But that is helping me because I got this coat is a Land's End coat, and I got it on sale. I think it was for more than 50% off. And it's so warm that, like, really below, or I should say above 40, like 40 degrees and above, like I get hot if I close this coat. So it really was designed for cold weather, and I am thankful for it. So I'm just gonna walk for a little bit and then continue the day. I hope my sister isn't watching these vlogs. So here's just a project I did with my Cricut. So these are actually piggy banks. So these are for my nieces and my nephew, their Christmas gift. And all their names begin with an E. So I just used the Cricut to cut out some vinyl and personalize theirs. And hopefully they'll like it and put it in their room somewhere. Okay, Santa's workshop is officially closed for this Christmas season. I finished all the rest of my gifts. The post office closed. So I have them all packaged up. We're gonna take them first thing in the morning, and I'm gonna pay a whole bunch of money to overnight these to get them there before Christmas. But it is what it is. It's done. I'm gonna come back in here or not. So let's just roll the dice and see if I come back or not. Good morning. What day is it? Today is Thursday. I almost thought today was Friday, but today is Thursday. And I'm feeling good. So I have to go to the grocery store because another book that I didn't tell you about, because I really hadn't started reading it, is I got this book too. It's by Dr. Lily Choi. It's called Heal Yourself with Traditional Chinese Medicine. So I've been following her on Instagram for years, a long time. And she's always, at least for me, shared really good practical advice and ways that you can use food and other techniques to just restore your internal balance, your energy, really focusing on your organs and giving them what they need. So when her book came out, I knew I wanted to order it. And I really like that it's easy to read and follow. She gives the information, she shares different foods and herbs, but it's just really simple read and easy to follow. It's not complicated. Things are not explained in scientific terms or anything like that. It's definitely good for like the everyday person. And so one of the things, so I have digestive things that go on with me. A lot of it is tied to my emotional well-being and how I'm feeling. So if I'm feeling stressed, digestive issues, like stuff is going on. And so I got it just to see what she had for digestive issues, you know, different foods and things to try. And one of them that she said is good is congee, which is basically like a rice porridge. So I wanted to make some, but lo and behold, I don't have any more rice. I used it all when I made the yellow rice. So I'm going to go to the grocery store and get some more rice so I can make some congee because I want to start eating that in the morning. Basically, she was saying when you have digestive issues, you need to avoid eating cold foods, especially first thing in the morning. You need warm foods, you need hot foods. And I would say that breakfast is the time that I do tend to eat a little bit more cold foods, like overnight oats or chia seed pudding. And so I'm just thinking of maybe doing that as like a snack in between meals and making sure that I'm just eating more hot oatmeal or congee, like porridges, which I used to love as a kid. So I want to try it. I've heard of congee. I've actually had it before, but I've never tried to make it myself. So we're gonna do that. I have to drop off some more packages, my last 2 packages to the post office. And then yeah, we'll continue on with the day. Okay, it is much later in the day and I got the rice, but I don't feel like making that anymore. So we'll make congee tomorrow or another day. Now it is almost 1 o'clock. I have jackfruit and I usually like to cook that up with some seasonings and onion and garlic. I have some leftover kale, so I may try to make something happen with that. So let's see what I end up making.
It was like, who is your architect, or who is your something like that. And I still remember that there were so many which of the 8 characters? This is how you know, you're 50 guys. You know that famous idea of the right? They say, right, you kind of know,
I forgot to add from what I did with the jackfruit that I make my own épice. It is not Haitian épice. It is Milan's épice. So I don't want any Haitians coming for me. It's my own version. And so I just usually make a big batch and then I put it in these ice cube trays. And so you can just put however many cubes you want in your dishes. And I love this stuff. As you can see, like the batch lasts me for a while. I made this back in May, and this is actually my second one that I'm going through. So after I go through this one, I'll have to make it again. But ooh wee, it just adds so much flavor to pretty much anything. I've added it to beans, cooking meat, cooking vegetables, like anything that you want to add some extra seasoning to. I recommend that you just find a recipe. I just found one on Pinterest and kind of did my own thing, but it's mostly like olive oil, either olive oil, avocado oil, peppers, and some different seasonings and spices. If you guys are interested in the recipe, let me know. I can share it. I will warn you, my recipes, I do not use measurements. None of the women in my family cook with measurements, so it's gonna kind of just be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and just make it to your own taste. But I love making my own épice, my own style. All right, here's the finished product. So this is the potato that I had baked yesterday, one of them. So I said, let me use that. This is also kale that I made earlier in the week for meal prep. And then I just put my faux pulled pork jackfruit on top. I know this might not look good to everybody, but it looks good to me, and it's about to get in my